This is a document made by YouTuber Riot Love, who we'll be referring to as many throughout the video, made to support their claims that MSM YouTuber MSMFlutter is a pedophile that groomed many. Whenever I called him out for it, he started posting about me being a pedophile, blocking me, and doxing me. And in this video, I will be going through every piece of supposed evidence and explaining everything from the very beginning. Before we get into the document, I do want to make it clear that both me and Flutter were born in 2010, and so as of the time of making this video, we are both 15 turning 16. In spite of this, Minnie has gone on record multiple times saying that Flutter is 18 to 20 years old, and while not definite proof, here's a picture of me and Flutter's DMs from 2024 while he was still 13, mentioning how we will both be 14 later that year. And Minnie was born in 2012, making them currently 13 turning 14. He currently owns 2 big Roblox games and a YouTube channel called Riot Love. Getting into the document, the first section we have is titled My Experience with MSMFlutter. It starts off by explaining how they first found out about Flutter through a YouTube comment section, which was on a My Singing Monsters leak video, which eventually led to them to being in Flutter's Discord server. Minnie then goes on to talk about how in Flutter's server, Flutter would send leaks and then delete them instantly, and eventually he did this so much to the point where Minnie had enough and chose to make their own server. The server was then advertised by the people who made the video that Flutter commented on, leading to the server having a ton of members. Because of this, Flutter then went on to join the server, and he promised that he would send real leaks, and he sent fake leaks in the server over and over. Eventually, Minnie had enough and he would ban Flutter. Now, this is the first part where Flutter actually did something somewhat wrong. Flutter would add Minnie on a few accounts trying to get him to trust him again. Also, he could get back into Minnie's server and send more fake leaks, which isn't even that bad. Minnie then goes on to claim that Flutter would ban them from any server he had mod in. This is true because in Minnie's server, they would do things such as sending My Singing Monsters Rule 34 to Dave Kerr, who was an old employee of My Singing Monsters. And weirdly enough, this isn't the first run-in Minnie has with MSM Rule 34. But more on that later, because Minnie would then start telling people in his server to go to Flutter's channel and spam comments telling him to KHS, as well as telling his server members to find his address and hire a hitman, all over fake My Singing Monsters leaks.
At the end of this section, they bring up messages from one of my old servers from sometime around June 2023. In this section, they show this recreation of what they claim happened, and I will take accountability. This did happen in some way, and I am sorry.
That is it for that section of the document, but I do want to bring up one other thing that happened after I read the doc. Minnie contacted me to try and tell me about Flutter and would proceed to send me the doc, and I knew the claims were false, so I asked him for any evidence.
But he groomed me and manipulated me using links even if they turn out to be fake, and after I cut him off, he started harassing me and going after me for months, and being around him also led me into spaces where I ended up getting sexually groomed.
Minnie would say that Flutter groomed them and manipulated them using leaks, which is crazy.
In a way, you could say that I manipulated them into making me admin in their server by sending them fake leaks, but in no way did I ever groom them into doing anything sexual or into sending me anything about themselves or any info about themselves or anything like that.
Now, grooming means like manipulation, but Minnie had sent this multiple times, even today when I asked him about why he's making baseless claims, and I asked him about his definition of grooming, where he said it is normalizing sexual behavior. After asking him when Flutter did this, he would block me.
In the screenshot, they say that after they cut me off, I started harassing them for months. This is somewhat true, even if it wasn't as constant as they say, and once again, I apologize for that. Around a month or two after they cut me off, I stopped talking about them and to them almost entirely, as you can see in this picture. They also go on to say that being around me caused them to get led to other spaces where Minnie was groomed by other people, and therefore it is supposedly my fault entirely. I don't even know what places they were referring to in this, nor do I know the people they were referring to, and obviously this is a very bad thing, and I'm very sorry that even happened in the first place, but I should not be the one taking the blame for something I had little to no part in whatsoever.
Before I get into the next message, I just want to make you realize that Flutter is actively taking accountability for the wrongings he's done, but now we have to make this video because Minnie won't talk to us. Now, after that message, I continued my conversation with Minnie, where after I asked for proof or even a more specific explanation, I was then called a pedophile and shortly blocked. Multiple people have asked for proof, and every single time they're just ignored. After I was blocked, I tried reaching out to Minnie to at least attempt to have a conversation about everything because it was all baseless and I didn't want to make it a big thing. But every time I was blocked immediately, and a few hours later I went to sleep for an hour or so, and when I woke up I had a message from Flutter on Snapchat, which was a Twitter link from Minnie on his account called Did MSMFlutter Die Today, where he pretty much just says every day, did Flutter die? which is honestly just really weird, but in the Twitter post, he had doxed my full name, even though I didn't do anything to him besides ask for proof. This was after Mini attempted to dox Flutter 2, which happened while I was live on stream going over his document for the first time by posting his face on Twitter and in servers that they had admin in. And by the way, this picture that Mini was spreading was from September 2023, meaning he was 13 at the time. And because of this, Flutter decided to do a live face reveal on my stream.
Okay, chat. So,
I don't know if
this is completely new. This is from when we started streaming.
A few days later, Mini would then go on to publicly leak both my name and Flutter's face in multiple of their servers, now claiming that we are both pedophiles that are in our 20s. Even though we were both born in 2010, me and Flutter used to be underage in 2021, and like everybody else, he would say we were 13 so that we wouldn't get banned from Discord, and Mini is taking it as if we were actually 13 at the time.
How MSMFlutter feelings tell me he was 13 in 2021 and then 13 in 2023.
Now, the other stuff I would like to go over is the racism, homophobia, transphobia, and doxing, which Mini put in the document.
A lot of people in the MSM community know that I used to be very racist and homophobic back in 2020 to 2021, back when I was 10 to 11 years old. The pictures in the doc are all proof of me being racist, homophobic, and evidence of me doxing a popular MSM YouTuber, and I take full accountability for this because these were some of the worst things I have ever done, especially the doxing, and I will get into that in just a moment. Starting with the racism tab, all of these pictures are real, and everything all the way to the transphobia section is real. And I apologize to anyone I may have hurt at the time. Now, I do want to bring up some pictures from this which are either taken out of context or are just not me entirely. For the first piece of evidence presented in this section, we have this picture of a tweet I made where I was just talking about music. Nothing in this is racist in any way besides the community name on Twitter, which is very debatable because I was only in this group chat because the tweets in it were funny. I don't know why this is included. I wasn't being racist in this at all. Now, every image following this one is real and is me being racist, up until the pictures from a user named KW9. These pictures are not me, and again, I don't know why these are included. This was back in 2021, and the person, KW9, was known in the friend group I had at the time for hacking one of our friends and saying things on their account, leading even me to be afraid of them at the time. Now, eventually this person turned out to be one of our friends just messing around, but I don't know, it's not me, I don't know why you included this, but anyways, let's move on. Everything else in this is real, and once again, I take full accountability and I apologize to anyone I may have hurt with what I said. Moving on to the next two sections, the homophobia and transphobia. Every picture in this is real, and once again, I have apologized for these countless times, including now, and it is good that these are out there in some way because a lot of people have forgotten about my past. While this doesn't make it much better, I do want to acknowledge that I still talk to a ton of the people from these screenshots, and they have all forgiven me for what I said back in 2021. Monstrology, the person uploading this video, is actually in multiple of the pictures from the document, like the ones on screen now, and a lot of the other people I still talk to occasionally. Obviously, everything I did was wrong here, but I am sorry. I have apologized countless times. I don't know what more you want me to do. I don't believe in these, opinions anymore. I don't believe in these thoughts anymore, and I am now 15, and this was all the way back when I was 10 and 11. Obviously, there's no excusing it, but yeah. Now, on to the worst part of the document in my opinion, the doxing. There is no excusing this. This was by far the worst thing I have done. Sometime in 2021, MSM Pokegamer was streaming, and when he went to buy diamonds, he accidentally showed his billing information, including his address. And so I thought I would be able to get attention from MPG by posting a picture of his house under his tweets, alongside a message saying something like, "Add me on Steam or else." This never worked, obviously, and I am sorry to MPG, though I know this obviously isn't enough. And finally, for the last part, we have a picture labeling a list of things I had done at that point, and I do remember everything in this list, and once again, I apologize to everyone I may have hurt.
Before we get into the next section of the video, here's a quick recap of everything so far. Riot Love, aka Mini's pedophilia accusations against both me and Flutter are completely baseless. He says that it was Flutter's fault they got groomed, even though Flutter had pretty much no involvement in this in any way. Minnie is accusing Flutter of grooming them and therefore being a pedophile, all because they found Flutter's Discord from one of his videos, and when Flutter didn't give Minnie the leaks they wanted, they made their own server where they eventually got groomed by other people completely unrelated to Flutter. Flutter did a few wrong things like manipulating Minnie into giving him mod in his server, but in no way there was anything sexual or predatory. After Minnie started posting about these on Twitter, I would reach out to him and he would start calling me a pedophile and dox me. Now the video would end here, but while I was live speaking about the situation on a live stream, I got DMs from multiple people with their screenshots and videos of things Minnie has done to them. And even though some of these things are from years ago, I'm showing them just to show how hypocritical Minnie is. And for this section, we're going to be going from the most recent things to the oldest things. So obviously we have him doxing me. And yeah, this is just him doxing me. He is posting all types of stuff in his server and on Twitter and his YouTube community posts and in my comments and all of that. Now we also have him basically saying the N-word and lying about other people saying the N-word, which just shows he is a liar. Somebody on Twitter posted a screenshot of somebody named Minnie Boy saying the N-word, hard R, and just ripping it, and then Minnie replies to it, and he just blatantly says, "This image was photoshopped, I was the creator of it, this image is fake," meaning he had to say the N-word. And like we already talked about, he also doxed Flutter's face just on his Twitter and his Discord server. But there is screenshots like this where he's actively talking about his love for CP, even if it is a joke, because someone DM'd me who was one of his buddies who was in a group chat with him, and they said that he had sent CP multiple times. And now this isn't excusable at all. And like I said earlier in the video, he has a long history with MSM Rule 34. Back in the day, he had a King Heron image on his Scratch profile, and whenever he was trying to delete it so that people wouldn't find it because people had found it, he threatened to KHS if people didn't report his account and get him banned. And if you don't know what King Heron is, it's basically MSM porn. And sadly, while making this video, I had to see it multiple times. And this is also a reoccurring thing where many will threaten to kill himself to get his way. Now, obviously, don't send any hate to Riot, but I would love to speak with him on a live stream or just in private if he wants, instead of ignoring me, so that we can settle this out.